What's up, Comic Book Nation? Lucas Siegel here with Chris Killian.
I am Lord of the Questions.
Something like that. And we are ready to break down the Rebels mid-season 3 trailer. This is shot by shot, but first, let's watch the epic trailer itself. Even if you've seen it already, it is too cool not to watch again. Trust me, I've seen this about 20 times now.
Kanan?
Jedi Order. This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. This message is a warning to any surviving Jedi. Is a warning, Dark Shadow. This is a warning.
The Empire's hiding something important.
We'll deal with it. They can't keep it hidden forever.
I just hope it won't be too late.
There's a rebel spy in our midst. Codename Fulcrum.
We're building an alliance. This is our rebellion.
A coordinated attack by multiple rebel cells is unprecedented.
They've revealed their meager defenses. And it's exactly this moment I've been waiting for.
Welcome home. I should let them know we're coming so they don't shoot us down.
That's funny. Wait, you're not kidding, are you?
Your rebel friends are going to bring the Empire down on all of us.
If you can convince your mother to help the rebels, all of Mandalore might follow you in the Darksaber.
Once people know you have it, you will be challenged. You must use all your skills together.
I'm fighting for you and everyone else not to lose what they've got.
My friends make the impossible possible.
Come on, bust some buckets.
We will show the galaxy what happens to those who dare speak against the Emperor.
Not if I can help it.
We'll never surrender to you, Thrawn.
I'm not accepting surrenders. I want utter defeat, crashing down upon you.
You're in the wrong place.
Holy cow!
That is awesome.
Oh my god,
there's
that is
so
such
many
a cool
cool
trailer.
stuff that goes on in there. But
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part has to be, so Steven Stanton, the guy who talks as old Ben Kenobi, right?
Yes.
Sounds just like Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
Like, it's uncanny. It
Yeah,
was amazing.
it's unbelievable.
I was like, oh, that's Alec Guinness talking.
Yeah, I'm so excited that we get more Darksaber. I cannot wait
Right.
to learn more about the Darksaber. All right, guys, let's break this thing down shot by shot. The trailer begins with a surprise. Ezra wakes up on the Ghost to find the old transmission from Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Master, playing on repeat. Weird enough on its own, but even weirder since it's playing out of the destroyed and broken Jedi holocron. Not supposed to work anymore. They retrieved the Sith holocron from the Sith temple on Malachor, smashed them together, and it was done. Still, the message is clear. This is a warning. Ezra will take that broken holocron to find Kenobi later in the trailer. From there, we see a bit of the Empire they're being warned about, including the new TIE Defender model. Yes, this three-winged model that's a fan favorite is unique. It first appeared in the 1994 computer game TIE Fighter. We caught a glimpse of the plans for it in a previous episode of Rebels, and we can see the vehicle again toward the end of the trailer, chasing the Ghost through some sort of fiery plasma. There's a few new droid models and a few very old ones seen in the trailer. The new droids all seem to be battle models. One, a bit of a bootleg battle model, seen fighting with Zeb. Two, with an interesting symbol on them, fighting with Thrawn in a training sequence of some sort. And finally, some old Clone Wars era B-1 battle droids and droidecas. Those we are going to see on Geonosis in this weekend's 2-episode mid-season premiere. The Death Troopers, as seen in Rogue One, are shown next, flanking and clearly under the command of Grand Admiral Thrawn. According to the official Rogue One visual guide, that's because they were often tasked out to various higher-ups in the Imperial military, meant primarily as bodyguards. Or maybe they just love guys in white suits. The Rebel Alliance is truly beginning to form. Here we see Mon Mothma as a hologram communicating with Bail Organa and General Dodonna. Organa and Dodonna. Sounds like a traveling music act. Fast forward to Mandalore, where Sabine presents the Darksaber, her birthright and a symbol of leadership amongst the Mandalorians. Her training with Kanan is pretty cool, but more interesting, she faces off with Gar Saxon, and he has the Darksaber while she wields Ezra's green lightsaber. I can't wait to find out why. All right, let's go rapid fire to the end. A lone figure walking in the desert. It's Darth Maul treading the sands of Tatooine looking for Kenobi. A shot straight out of the westerns that have influenced Star Wars for 40 years. Next, yup, that's Saw Gerrera from the Clone Wars and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. He will be on this weekend's episode, so watch. And finally, the main event, old Ben, don't call me Obi-Wan Kenobi. When we first see him here, he's literally stoking a fire, which is also symbolic because Kenobi keeps the flame of the Jedi and of the light side of the Force alive. Beautiful. Just Maul, no longer Darth, looks surprisingly stoic and calm. Gone is the pacing, cat-like animal from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, replaced by this very different character. The face-off should be most impressive. And lastly, Ben Kenobi ignites his lightsaber and holds it in his classic prequel stance, ready for a fight. And we are so ready for that fight too. What a jam-packed trailer. I cannot wait to see Obi-Wan and Darth Maul once again.
Before I get into the questions,
yeah.
And you guys leave your questions, all right? We got a lot of things
Please, Chris is going to be taking questions right here.
What I want to ask, how epic do you think the fight between Old Ben and Maul is going to be?
I mean, it's going to have to be a pretty strong fight. This is basically round 3, round 4, depending on how you want to track it. But we had the Phantom Menace fight where Obi-Wan clearly came out ahead in that one.
Yeah, just slightly.
You could say, I mean, Darth Maul
Bring it on.
only
Bring on
gave
the fun.
half his effort. Then Darth Maul comes back in the Clone Wars. They faced off against each other a couple more times there. And this is it. This is for all the marbles. Darth Maul is not in the original trilogy, so.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the first question. What other Jedi do you think we'll see in Rebels?
Ooh, well, there's not a lot of Jedi left to be seen in Rebels right now. Do I think that we're going to get a little hint of Luke? Maybe. I mean, they're going to Tatooine. We're going to see, we have to see something. Maybe it's just the big domed buildings off in the side, or maybe we'll hear Aunt Beru go, Luke, Luke, Luke.
Well, next question from James. Will Thrawn ever make it in a movie?
Thrawn could make it into a movie. You know, we've got Han Solo: A Star Wars Story is the next movie that's going into production in February. And Han Solo does take place at the same Dark Times era. That
Super
era.
pumped, by the way, that we're getting Woody Harrelson possibly
Oh,
for that movie.
hopefully, yeah. And hopefully we get a Woody Harrelson
Yeah, we were just
action
talking
figure,
about that.
which we were
An
just
action figure would be amazing.
So much fun. But yeah, Han Solo does take place in that same time frame of the Dark Times in between episodes 3 and 4. So that's our next best bet where we could see Thrawn. If Thrawn makes it out of Rebels alive, we don't know. But if he does, there's always the possibility of him showing up in some post-episode 6 movie as well.
Well, we actually have a really good question that just came in from Matt. I like this. In the cockpit scene where Mon Mothma is standing center, is that a mustache-less Cassian Andor to her right or left? I don't know. Depends on you.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Right?
I'm going to have to go through and look at that again.
Yeah.
We do know from the guide, from the Rogue One guide, visual guide, that Cassian Andor was at one time a fulcrum. So there are multiple fulcrums working throughout the Rebel Alliance, all going about different recruitment methods. We also heard in this trailer that Thrawn knows that there is a fulcrum working inside his close, tight-knit ranks. So Agent Callus might be in trouble, and we might need a new fulcrum amongst the Rebels cast. So it's possible.
All right. Well, last question.
What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, this is not, so 2 questions.
Okay.
We got 2. Is a fulcrum like a Horcrux?
No, not quite.
That's kidding. Last question. What other characters could we see in this in season 3?
Oh man, the possibilities are kind of endless. The big ones that I know I would love to see are more the characters from Rogue One. If we could get the Rebels to go to Jeddah and go see Chirrut Imwe and Baze Malbus, who are the guardians of the Wills, and a lot of big fan favorites, that would be really cool. It's a possibility, absolutely. I actually asked Gary Whitta, who wrote Rogue One and has also written a couple episodes of Rebels, if since he's written both, could we see those characters? And he said anything's possible, and he would certainly love to do it. So fingers crossed, hopefully we can see those. All right, folks, that is all we have time for. Go watch the trailer 100 more times. It's so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you want to ask us more questions, ask away. At Chris Killian on Twitter, at Lucas Siegel on Twitter, and make sure you're following at Comic Book for all of your Star Wars and geek news. May the Force be with you.